For this hour, celebrities you had no idea use stage names on the way on the show. Mailbag situation as well. First, a round of Am I the Jerk? So every once in a while, we pop this up on social media and ask a very simple question. What's a time when you thought, you know what, I might be the jerk in this situation, but you weren't entirely sure? And we roundtable it here on the show and we vote whether or not we thought, yeah, you're totally a jerk or you're not a jerk. First up, case 1 of 3 today. Am I the jerk? A guy was clearly flirting with me while I was putting gas in my car the other day, and I just was in no mood. So I said, listen, I'm sure you're really nice, but I'm not feeling sociable right now. It's been a long day. Why should I have to smile and take it just because he's turned on by a woman pumping gas? B word, and I gave him the finger while he drove away. Am I the jerk?
No, not at all. You're not in the mood. You don't have to, be courteous to him in any way. The fact that he called you a bad name, flipped him off and went like a little extreme, but it just shows if that's like how he's going to end your interaction between the two of you guys, that you did the right thing by not saying anything to him at all.
Yeah, you're not a jerk at all. This guy was hitting on you. You didn't want to deal with that. I'm happy for what you said, and good that you gave him the finger back. I think that's how a lot of guys are when you deny them, especially on Facebook Messenger. Then they get very defensive and call you names, and that's not okay.
Yeah, it escalated awfully quickly, but I will say this. You started out you even said, I don't mean to be rude or whatever. Say not a jerk as well. And let's grab this one, case 2 of 3 today. Am I the jerk? My coworker recently told me about some personal troubles they're going through. And to be fair, they aren't fun. They have a really sick relative that's probably going to pass. They have a husband that's being a little sketchy, and I wouldn't be shocked as cheating on her. I get it. All these things suck. But she's been really lazy and kind of cruddy at work lately, and I told her she needs to leave home at home because she's basically useless here, and it's negatively affecting the whole office. She obviously was offended and basically said she confided all this in me so that I would understand why she's struggling at work and why maybe I'm having to do extra work because she's not pulling her end. I told her I really only care our work gets done and don't care about what happens once she drives out of our parking lot. Am I the jerk?
I would say you are the jerk because this woman is going through something and it's things that are out of her control. What is she supposed to do about her relative? Her husband doing that? It's not fair. She was trying to give you a heads up. If this is going on for months at a time, you can continue to talk to her and try to get her to vent and then say, well, what can I do to try to make you more proactive at work?
Sure.
We got to try to get you out of this when you come here, but not right away.
Yeah. When it comes to your job and trying to get stuff done and you voicing your opinion that way, I'm going to say, yeah, you're not a jerk. But as being a human and genuinely showing care and compassion to somebody who's clearly struggling, and you'll probably be in a position, hopefully not, but possibly one day where you're struggling at work too.
Sure.
You're a jerk as a human being. And I think that if you were ever in a situation like that, you would want people to care too. Clearly, she's bringing it to work because it's all she ever thinks about.
Yeah, it sucks because it seems like everybody's having to do more work, but I'm guessing she's having a similar conversation with a couple of people. Actually recognized, I'm maybe not pulling my weight. I should probably explain what's going on with me, and she confided that in you. I feel like that was a jerk move. I do.
Yeah, maybe just be like, you know what? I'm going to step it up. I'm going to do something for her. Maybe try and do something nice. Take her out for drinks. Take her out for dinner. Try and do something to boost her confidence, and make her feel like just more of a better person in what she's going through in life. I feel even bring her a cupcake or something.
Definitely better that she said something than was just a useless POS around college. I'd rather you say something.
That is true, because if she's already stressed out going through all that, I'm sure she's stressed about the fact that she's kind of slacking at work too.
Because you can recognize that. And finally today, case 3 of 3. My husband and I welcomed our very first child, a daughter, a few months ago. And my mother-in-law is really getting on my last nerve. While some people may love to dress little girls in pink, I'm not a huge fan of the color. And we let people know we would prefer other colors for our daughter. I just don't like pink. But regardless of how many times I tell this to my mother-in-law, all she buys is her granddaughter pink stuff, onesies, blankets, even a pink teddy bear, and all shades of the color. But the last time I confronted her on it, she told me I was crazy and that she knows what's best for her grandchild, and that set me off. I immediately asked her to leave my house. I said, get out and take all your pink stuff with you. And I threw a bunch of the pink items, probably about 12 things. My husband told me I really need to apologize to her, but I've told her I want you to stop. I don't want these pink things in my house. My little girl's room is not going to look like Pepto-Bismol because of this woman. That is bold if that's important to you. And she is not allowed in my house if she's going to keep saying things like, I know what's best for my granddaughter. That was the last straw for me. Am I the jerk?
Yeah, I think you should not. She should not have said that to you. But your reaction was next level. Like,
could you both be jerks, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I think that you just kind of like maybe over bit though, so that's why I have to say you're probably a jerk in the situation. But to set boundaries with your mother-in-law is one thing. To completely throw her out of your life and your house physically because of the color pink seems a little extreme.
And throw things at her. So yeah, you're a jerk.
I do think it was 100% a jerk move for you to go out of your way to tell her that you don't want pink stuff, and she keeps bringing it there. I think it was a jerk move for her to say, I know what's best for my granddaughter, completely undermining you as this child's mother. I think that your mother-in-law is a jerk. That being said, yes, throwing her out of the house and throwing things at her may be a bit extreme. You could do what probably most parents do, and that is somebody, whether it's the grandparent or whoever, gifts your child something you don't really want, and you give it away, or you throw it away, or you put it in a closet, and it only when that relative's around, if you feel so inclined to even give them that courtesy. That's what I think the average person does. You didn't have to have all this stuff sitting around.
I do agree with the husband, though. I think you do owe her an apology, and you can kind of say how it was really bothering you, and maybe the way you handled it was not okay. And then tell her, say, I really do not want pink stuff in here. You can buy her what you want, but I'd prefer if you did not buy a bunch of pink stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do the apology, but then put the but at the end. I'm sorry, but yeah.
I'm sorry, but if you do this again, we're having a pink bonfire in the backyard, okay?